Quý vị thân mến, Kim Cúc đang có mặt tại The Joy Factory, là một không gian mà các thành viên của tổ chức Sống Thuần Chay vẫn thường hay gặp gỡ và sinh hoạt. Và ngồi kế bên Kim Cúc lúc này là anh Scott Green, người đã sáng lập ra tổ chức Sống Thuần Chay. Hi Scott.
Hello Cúc.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today. And first, can you please share with us about the objective of Sống Thuần Chay project?
We have three objectives. We want to make a kinder world for animals. Currently, we kill 75 billion animals unnecessarily every year, trillions of fish. They're also having a huge impact on the environment, and I think a lot of people are not really aware of what we eat really has an effect on the environment. And also a lot of the world's biggest preventable diseases such as heart disease, cancer and type 2 diabetes can be prevented with whole food plant-based nutrition. And I think that not a lot of people in Vietnam really understand that or are aware of that. And I saw huge growth in the UK, and I think there is a huge movement, that's the word we used to call it, in the West. And I didn't see that in Vietnam, and I felt that, you know, I'm here in Vietnam, I love it, and I want to stay here. Why can't I help grow that movement here? So Sống Thuần Chay was born.
What activities that you've done or you plan to do with this project?
It's a long-term project because, like I said, there are many animals who are suffering unnecessarily. So it's kind of, you know, we feel it's our duty to try and stop that. But I mean, our activities are, I would say at the moment, twofold. So we have a plant-based challenge. So we ask people to go vegan for 7 days, and during that time we support people who want to try a vegan diet with recipes. We can answer everyone's questions. We have a team who are ready to answer all those questions. They've been trained, and yeah, we offer a supportive environment so people, you know, can know more about vegan nutrition, because I feel like in Vietnam people are very almost scared. You know, they're like, what do they say, like, "Thịt đậm ở đâu? Where's my protein?" And we're here to show people actually it's very easy to get your protein. So that's our first kind of mission, or second intervention, I guess. Second intervention, I guess, is we host monthly events. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we've been limited to those. But in 2019, we organized a festival, our first ever event, and over 3,000 people came. So that was a kind of a significant achievement for us, and hopefully demonstrates to the people in Vietnam that veganism is here to stay, and, you know, it just shows the popularity of conscious eating.
When did you start this project, and why you choose Saigon to start this one?
I think I started the Facebook page in 2018, but it wasn't until late 2018 that I built the website and we got all the content and we came up with like a strategy. So it's been going since then, and fortunately we've had some interest from people in other countries who support our work and want to see veganism grow in Asia. I live in Saigon. I love it here, and I also felt like there was how to say it nicely. There was just a tremendous lack of awareness here, and I thought, well, I could go back home and contribute to the movement there, but I could also stay in Vietnam. We exist to help animals, so we can help animals. You know, our activities here help animals all over the world. It's not only animals in Vietnam that are being affected, but also animals are imported into Vietnam because of demand. So our work is as effective here as it is anywhere else.
How a vegan diet can help saving the environment?
It's quite an interesting question. I think that for a lot of people, they find it quite strange. They don't see this connection with what we eat and how it affects the environment. So there's a documentary called Cowspiracy that opened my eyes to that. And there are many benefits that a plant-based food system would have on the environment. So like some statistics that not a lot of people know is that, for example, that 83% of farmland for like meat and animal products, 83% of that farmland produces 18% of the calories that we eat. So we have an incredibly inefficient food system. Amazon deforestation. The main cause of that is animal agriculture. So we're chopping down trees, not for paper, right? Not for growing vegetables, but for rearing animals or growing feed to feed those same animals. Cows also produce a lot of methane, which has been shown in scientific studies to be up to 100 times more potent as a greenhouse gas than compared to carbon. And cows are producing millions and millions of tons of methane every year. So that's why we're seeing like a rise in the world's temperature and all these unexpected weather events. Even in Vietnam, you have a lot of saltwater intrusion. So it's causing a lot of migration from the Mekong to other parts of Vietnam to establish more agricultural practices. So yeah, it's, you know, like the benefits the full benefits are still not known because scientists are looking at what's going on every day. And I myself, having committed myself to learning more about veganism and environmentalism, I'm still learning more about the effects of how we're like our relationship with animals and how it's affecting us.
Having met and talked with many people through activities like the Saigon Veg Fest, so what do you think about the understandings of people about the connection of veganism and environment protection?
I think there's not much awareness, sadly. I mean, the UN and the World Health Organization have both published statements that the single biggest action that we can take to arrest climate devastation is to adopt a plant-based diet. And you're seeing in countries like Denmark now where they're taxing red meat because red meat has such a huge carbon footprint. So they're trying to like kind of reduce the interest in animal product consumption in other countries because we understand it has such a bad effect on the environment. The reason why people aren't aware of it in Vietnam, I don't really know, but we live so far disconnected from these farm animals, and we don't really see all the practices that the farmers are undertaking that are so detrimental. We don't see the trees being chopped in the Amazon, right? Eliminating all that carbon from the carbon sink. We don't see all the millions of tons of feces that are thrown into the ocean from pig farms because they've got nowhere else to put it, and therefore killing the ocean, right? So it's just about awareness, and I hope that our activities can drive people's curiosity to find more and realize that actually being vegan is you know an easier thing to do than they think it is, and there are so many benefits. I'm 36 years old. When I was at school, my teachers were telling me climate change is a big problem. Climate change is a big problem. We need to do something about it. And so far I haven't seen anyone do anything about it, not significantly. But now, like I said, we have a tool that we can use, which is simply just, you know, we go to the supermarket, we see beef, we see tofu. I choose the tofu. Instead of cow's milk, we choose soy milk. And for that simple choice to have that big of an impact on the environment, I think is something we should encourage.
If you can say something to the people who haven't joined the challenge yet, the 7 days vegan challenge yet, so what would you say?
Good question. If you care about the environment, if you care about your health, and you care about the future of the planet, sign up for the vegan challenge and we'll be there to help you and show you all the benefits of a plant-based diet.
Thank you again for joining us today, and I wish that your project will achieve more success in the future and more people to join in the challenge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.